T1r can help you track the extent of termite activity without disturbance. Track termites to their entry point. Locate nests via entry points. Monitor dusting applications. Check bait boxes and monitoring stations without disturbance. Check mud leads for activity without disturbance. Check inaccessible voids, like internal staircases. Assist in locating bees and wasps in wall voids. Assist in locating dead bodies trapped or hidden in wall cavities. Once you've completed your training, you'll find T1r is easy to use. Just like any piece of equipment, it takes a little while to get used to this new technology, but you'll soon develop confidence. Here are some of the key factors in the successful operation of your T1r unit. Your unit is calibrated to a set factory standard that has proven suitable for most operating conditions. A feature of the T1r unit is that you can calibrate your unit to the particular operating conditions you may experience, including rough, uneven, or heavily damaged surfaces. This feature is also useful when access to the area you're examining is restricted, or when vibrations occur due to conditions like heavy traffic and air conditioning, resulting in an unsettled bar graph. The existing setting, U, or user, or F, for factory, is displayed above the battery level indicator when the horn is active. You can change your calibration level by taking the following steps. Replace the horn in the cradle. Depress the Up button, which will then display the calibration setup screen. Simply follow the on-screen prompts, up to modify or down to exit. If you selected to modify the calibration level, you now have the option to reselect the factory setting by pressing the Up button, or select a user setting with the Down button. By selecting the Up button, the setting saved will be indicated on the screen, and the unit will return to the normal standby screen with the date and time. This can be verified by activating the horn, which will then display the F for factory setting above the battery indicator. If you selected the Down button, the new screen will give you the choice of retaining the current setting or creating a new setting. Once you have calibrated the user setting to suit a certain condition, you can revert to this setting each time you need it without having to go through the setup process each time. The current setting allows you to set a user setting or go back to the factory setting. To create a new setting, depress the Down button. Your screen prompt will say, "Remove horn from cradle." Do this. Your next screen prompt is "Hold horn steady." Place the horn on the surface you wish to set your user calibration to and hold it steady. The unit will take 10 readings in approximately 45 seconds. It will then average these readings. If the average is below 255 units, it will set and save this as your setting. If the average is over 255, the display "Too High" will appear, and a warning tone will be heard. This reading will not be saved. Your unit will then revert to the factory setting. If this occurs, you should try again. When investigating a site, take care to hold the horn unit perfectly still. If it isn't, the bar graph could move, giving false results. There is a tolerance for slight movement, but keeping the unit still is very important. It may be of help to place the unit on a solid surface such as a wooden box or chair. Your T1r cardboard box is another possibility. A ladder is useful when investigating areas above head height. Ideally, the face of the horn unit should be flush against the surface. However, you can use the unit in a number of ways for skirting board and smooth edge applications. You'll soon develop a stance that's comfortable for you. You'll learn to hold the unit the same way every time, just as you do when you pick up a biro. We advise holding the horn unit down as low as possible, across the same two corners like this, with the palm resting on the surface and using the arm for stability. Steady yourself against the wall with the foot and your arm, curly cord hanging down. By adopting this same steady stance each time as you work down the wall, you should get a uniform reading and be more comfortable. It is important to remember that where possible, the longer side of the horn is placed parallel to the grain of the material you are investigating. From your experience and preliminary investigation, place the horn unit on the area you think the termites might be active. Remember that the reading area is approximately 60 mm by 45 mm. If a positive reading is observed, put a small mark or a marker tag where the center of the horn face is, and continue to take readings in that area, placing small chalk or pencil marks or marker tags on each positive reading site. Once you move above head height, your balance has changed, so stand on a ladder to reach higher areas. Stand back and look at your marks. Get an idea where they're traveling. This method may lead you to the entry point or to a point at which the termites may change direction. In some cases, it might lead you to the feeding face of their workings. Your marks show you the areas to be rechecked and later treated. They will also prove helpful when you are re-inspecting prior to replacement of timber or walls. Always double-check your findings with a second run, especially until you have gained confidence in the use of your TermaTrack unit. And always do a double-check before you plan to cut any holes. Where possible, check both sides of the wall, as movement such as a clock pendulum can be seen as movement on the LCD screen. Another key point to watch is movement behind the object you're testing. For example, wind-blown trees the other side of an external wall, people moving or traffic passing. These can all affect the readings. It is also very important that you and anyone with you stay as still as possible. These kinds of situations may cause the indicator bars to activate, giving the impression termites are present. Remember, too, that when you're increasing the gain setting, you can run the risk of the reading going right through the material you are examining. If you suspect termite activity is close to the surface, it is important to decrease your gain setting, as the signal could pass through the termite activity also.
It's important to bear in mind that TermaTrack is another tool in your arsenal as a professional. It is designed to complement your existing tools and your years of experience. You can't just walk into a house with TermaTrack, wave it around and expect to get results. You still need to use your skills as a professional and your experience in termites and pest control to get the best results.
When you're in an inspection situation, your best starting point is always your own visual checks to familiarise yourself with the building structure. From this, you will automatically identify suspect or conducive areas where there may be obvious termite activity. These include kitchens, bathrooms and laundries, or any damp areas, and are good places to apply your TermaTrack unit. If you need to check behind immovable objects, inspections with TermaTrack are invaluable. TermaTrack really comes into its own when termites have already been determined, and you're endeavouring to discover the extent of their activity in order to plan treatment. You'll be familiar with situations like this, where termite infestation has been found and disturbed by the householder before your arrival. TermaTrack allows the operator to detect if visual damage is active or not without unnecessary destruction. The unit will also locate termites that have bypassed the original infestation site. This can be done by checking for termite activity in the building framework. This framework makes up the skeleton of the building. Typically, termites will follow the framework of a building. Some materials, such as foil building insulation and aluminium cladding, may deliver a false reading by the signal reflecting off the materials and back to the unit. You can confirm the accuracy of your reading by checking other areas of the wall, as well as checking the wall from the other side, and by using other tools at your disposal. Similarly, The signal may not work on high moisture areas as the moisture can absorb the microwave molecules. ThermoTrack is the detective tool that will give you vital new leads. And just a few more do's and don'ts. We've given ThermoTrack the best in hardware and construction and long-life electronics, plus its own robust carry case. But please remember, this is highly sophisticated equipment containing precise componentry that can be affected by sharp knocks, abuse or falls. Treat it like you would a camera. Do keep the unit in its carry case when not in use. Your carry case has a space for all the equipment, so it's easy to see if you've left something out. It is important that all equipment is in your carry case when you're having your unit serviced. This way we can thoroughly check every component of your ThermoTrack unit. Please also keep your cardboard box. You may find it useful when carrying out readings, for resting the horn on in hard-to-get areas, and of course, it's the container you'll use when returning your unit to us for recalibration. Please also ensure the unit is kept dry at all times. It is not waterproof, and heavy rain or dust could cause expensive damage. Similarly, remember to remove your unit from your vehicle if the weather is hot. Prolonged heat will cause component failure, particularly of the battery. And where possible, the unit should be operated in a temperature range of 5 to 45 degrees Celsius. At extremely low temperatures, the screen may go clear. Please note that the screen will return to normal function once operated within the suggested temperature range. Use your ThermoTrack device in combination with your other tools and with your skill and experience. You'll be taking your profession to the most advanced level possible. As the technology evolves in response to ongoing field use, every unit is upgraded when it is returned for recalibration. As we are checking sensitivity levels, any changes are automatically added to your unit. Our licensing and hiring system has been designed to deliver these ongoing benefits to you. Remember, if you require any assistance at all, our ThermoTrack team are there to help. You can rely on our technical support at any time with our telephone and email helplines for your questions. Just contact us.